Hi guys, what is going on? My name is False Venom and welcome back to our beautiful village of Venomville. Now at the start of the episode you just saw like a quick time lapse of me creating Venomville's new farmland area. This is a design that I've actually used in previous Banished worlds and I've just tweaked it a bit so we can kind of make it fit in this land area here we have. It does work quite efficiently and it should help in our production of crops, but I'll explain this later. And in today's episode, I just want to tinker with Venomville a bit and just go run through what I've done off camera and what our plans for Venomville are going to be. So, at the end of last episode, I finished off by creating this small courtyard kind of area here to mark the sort of centre of Venomville. That's been finished now actually. All the hedges and planters have been built and the trees in the orchards here around the edge have been grown, so it actually looks quite nice and I'm happy with how it's turned out. I've also placed down a small fenceless cemetery here which should keep citizens happy when death occurs, and we also have the chapel here which it's paused being ready to be built, but we can build that later when we've got enough citizens to kind of balance everything out. So here I've also put down an inn and garden, just because I wanted a transition between this orchard, or these orchards and courtyard area, and the village centre. The inn and garden I'm hoping will do that quite nicely, and it will also provide the citizens, let's face it, with a place to get drunk, which I'm sure they'll be happy about. Now over here in the industrial area I've actually put down a fuel refinery and a brickworks. This was because I needed some bricks to finish paving this courtyard area here. That's all been done now, so I've stopped work at the fuel refinery and brickworks just because they were using up quite a lot of firewood, which we've actually got quite a lot of now, and resources in general in Venomville are doing great, especially our food after last episode's food crisis. We're actually on 14,000 now, which is absolutely perfect. Now, I've also expanded Venomville out here to the right. I've placed down a few shore houses just to produce some clay for our brickworks, but they're actually producing food at the minute. So we've got frog's legs and turtles, turtles, which is perfect. And if we go even further, we've got our small basic forestry area. So we've got a forester's lodge, a gatherer, some houses, a barn, a small barn, which is full now for some reason, and a hunter. Now the hunter is actually producing leather, which I'm actually using here in this tailor. So hide coats are actually a very good trade item, and we've got a lot of those. I want to start using them to trade. I don't really need them to keep the citizens warm, to be honest with you. Don't tell them that they might be a bit pissed off, but nevertheless it's all for good cause. Now I also put down a few in fact these houses here have just been put down, and firewood is, like I said earlier, is doing perfect. We're almost on 5,000, which is great. So we've got a I just got confused a minute there, sorry guys. We've got these houses down here which just put down just to expand the population a bit, and a schoolhouse down there. Now I'm going to just think, guys, I've just got confused. I keep confusing myself. But in last episode we just had these 4 pieces of farmland here, these 4 patches. It looked a bit patchy, to be honest with you, so I decided to put down the orchards that you can see just above them here. So that kind of transitions between the village and the rural farmland kind of area. Now I do like this farmland area actually, guys. It's actually really efficient. Each farm is 15 by 14 I do believe, and only requires one farmer to work on them, which means we'll have another 13 farmers working on this area of land here. I've also put down some orchards and some housing, which should increase the efficiency of the farmers because they're living like right next to their jobs. Yeah, so they can just walk straight across the thing and it should be okay. These barns here have actually been put down as well just to increase efficiency, and I got a stockpile there for some reason just so I can. Now in this pasture we will have horses, and in fact I can actually assign 2 people to it because we've got, or 1 person. I'll take some builders off and put 2 more workers or herdsmen into it, yeah, onto there. Yeah, herdsman, and I'll actually go down and split this pasture here. So if we split them in half, so we've got 7 and workers up there. Yep. So we've got 7 in each, and that should just increase our horse kind of killing operation. I know it sounds bad, but it is a lot of food. A lot of food can be made in this area. Yeah, so if we branch up diagonally from this pasture, which I'm so fascinated about at the minute, here we are. So if we branch up at the now in this area, guys, I've decided to place down like an area dedicated to productions and sales of alcohol. So we have the winery, the inn and garden here, the brewery, I do believe, for just normal alcohol, and the distillery for spirits, I think. We've also put down some housing here, just in this area, and fishing docks actually, which should put more food, and we've just got this drawbridge here going straight across to the island. Now the thing is with this area, guys, is that I wanted to build everything, but the way I figured is it's hard in this game to let things build and develop, especially housing, because people move into them too quickly and they can't stop them moving into it. So I have to pause all these buildings that haven't been built yet. It doesn't look nice at the minute, but I'm pretty certain it should look really nice when we're finished with it. This section of Venomville. Today, guys, I want to either expand this farm area a bit, that way, or try and do the more centralised city area. I'm going to do the city area actually because we've got enough farmland for now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start by placing down a market somewhere, I think. Yeah, I do believe, yeah. In fact, guys, I think we should put down a town hall. Yeah, okay, so try and get it centralised, yeah. There we go. So we've got the town hall there, like so, yep, there, and down, and yep. So that's our town hall. Once this is built, we can actually look at how our city is doing and what needs to be done. So it's kind of essential in the city, but not straight away, obviously. That's why I've left it this long, so we can figure things out before we build it. Now, what I wanted to do was place in a market, and we've got 3 different types of market. We've got a small market, it's just like basic building really, small building that people can go to buy scarecrow or whatever from. I don't know why I said scarecrow, it's a bit random, but I'll probably put that around the side of the market here. But we've got the rural market, which I want to put in the rural area, and the one we're going to be building today is the central market. Put that right here. I don't know which way I'm going to face it because it's got a building in one of the corners actually, so I think I'm going to do it like that way. So there we go. And I'm going to put I'm not going to put, I was going to leave it. I'm going to build all the way around it, just a road. we've got that, and now I wanted to build up some housing around this area. So we're going to use the basic wooden houses, or I don't need to start using these fancy houses. Country house. Yeah, the town abode is actually quite nice. So 3x4, so we can fit quite a few in. So, but I want to have like a transition between these wooden houses and the transition, but I think it's probably better if we just do the town abode now here. So I put different types, don't we? Yeah. One of the different types. It's basically the same, so if I put that there, will it go there? It will. It's four in a row, or just leave it as 3? We'll put three in a row for now. I think it's good enough. Just gonna pause them all because we don't want people to move into houses and expand too quickly. So pause them all. I'm gonna skip through the winter just so we can get it like, yeah, because the frame rate's gonna suffer a bit because of the rain. So now that we've skipped through the winter, we're in autumn now, aren't we? Yeah. I'm getting confused. Yeah, but we're gonna skip through the winter just so we can like get the rain and the snow out of the way, because it kind of breaks the frame rate down a bit. But we're just gonna build some roads now before winter starts. If we skip through it, should be fine. So while it's developing, I just want to ask you guys a question. In the next episode, I'm thinking of expanding this industrial area here, and perhaps moving it further down here. But I've got 3 options. I can develop the dock area, which will be industrialized as well. So we've got industrial area over here, industrial area over here. Do you want me to do a small forest village here, where I've got this forester's lodge, or should I start the mining operation down here on this mountain with the different types of quarry and mine? So we've got the normal mine. We should be able to put in here somewhere, surely. Maybe. Yep, there. That's okay. We've got the quarry, which is quite big, so we're gonna have to make this whole area kind of industrialized as well. And we've got the precious mine, which I do want to put, yeah, not preferably close to this area, but because we've got the gem cutters in this area here, and the only reason I put this here was because it was in line with this brick works, and it was the perfect dimensions to put in this area, so it kind of fit in perfectly, which kind of made me feel a lot better. So I'm just going to build this road around actually, because it make it look a bit better. I'll just leave it on a one-way road. And how am I going to join these roads up here? Yeah, let's just make this a wider road. It's going to be a 3-ride road down there, but it doesn't really matter. I don't want to join these up. This road reaches to there. Where's this go to? There. I could just do that and just leave it at that, but this gets in the way of this one here, so we'd have to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to go down first before I start all that, but because it's going to get confusing. And I think I'm going to start putting some houses down here. And actually, to start with, I'm just going to put an orchard down just so I can like separate this area. So 8x6, or is that right? 6x6 should be okay, because then we can build the road down. So put a dirt path there, and I think we should use town abodes or wooden houses. I think wooden houses will like suit this area a bit better. So I'm just going to put down. Maybe not. put in wooden house, wooden house. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Get the road here. Yep, get rid of those. I'm just gonna build these this way. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we just put some on the back. So we've got 4, 5, and 6. And then we can put a path around them, or next to them. Just next to them, actually. And now we can build this orchard here, so we can do an 8x9, which looks a bit better. So I'm just going to join these paths past the house, like so, and that's that bit done. Alright, so we're looking good. I'm just going to increase this firewood to 5500, so 5,500. And if we've got enough people as labourers, which we don't really, I'm going to, yeah, in fact I'm just going to pause these and leave, yeah, I'll leave one of them like that, and we'll leave one of these clear and one of these clear. Yeah, and then we can just get some more people to be born, which should kind of help the population and give us some more labourers in the future. Right, what to do now? Let's think. What do we need to do? Actually, from above, guys, I think our village here actually looks really nice. Yeah, I'm really hoping this works out, guys, because this, I hope it like turns into like a thriving civilization. I really do hope that. But now I want to kind of focus on this smaller river down here. It's this detail down here. This is what I love about this game. I do love like this kind of small river bend here. This feel. Zoom right in and you can see people working and bridges and the shore houses. It just looks fantastic. This game is actually really visually pleasing. So I really want to focus on these smaller rivers and like more detail. And I will also be doing a lot of stuff with these larger rivers actually. In fact, this island is let's look at it there. Let's think about it. What can we put on here? Yeah, let's try and expand this while our cities or village centre is being developed a bit. So if we try and put down a tidal pool, will that fit in somewhere? We could put it there, I guess. But when the tradesman comes along, he just like glitches through these wooden beams. So we don't really want it there. We can try and put it somewhere like this. Right in there somewhere? No. Can try and fit it in here. I think it'd affect someone there. It's a bit exposed to the tradesman still. What about this area? Yeah, this area here actually looks quite nice, guys. The only problem is it's not really attached to this section, so we have to build a bridge. But that's probably the best place to put it, to be honest with you. I'm going to put it there because this river's flowing this way, and this river's flowing this way into the tidal pool, so it's actually like, it looks okay. Yeah, it's not as if we're going to see the trader come through this area. So if we build a path here and we can just join it with a bridge, stone bridge or a wooden bridge? Stone bridge. Yeah, stone and wood's going to look pretty nice. We'll put that across there, and then we just join this area up here. Like, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We'll go straight up. There we go. We'll join it like that. There we go. So that area is joined. Right. Yeah, I really wish I could start putting some of these into these orchards. We really don't have a lot of people. In fact, we've only got one labourer, so that's not really good. So let's we're in year 18, guys, and people are already dying. Well, not already dying. I was expecting it, but it's kind of a... So we're just going to speed up to 10 times. That should help us develop these buildings. In fact, I'm going to increase the priority. This town hall and builders should come here straight away. And we've run out of labourers because somebody else just died. So let's get down some foresters. We don't really need them at the minute. So increase the priority again. Yep, 2 people should be working on there. That's perfect. It shouldn't take too long before it's finished. Now, where are the other 2 working? Where are these houses? Where are the 2 workers working? Must work on the tidal pool. I think must be working on tidal pool. Yeah, guys, tell me what you want to see. So we've got option 1, which is the industrial area by the docks. Option 2, industrial area by the village. Option 3, it's like expand the city or village centre. It should look quite good actually when it's finished. Option 4 is farmland in this area, and option 5 is a woodland village, and option 6 is the mining operation. All of which are kind of pretty relevant at this point. Perhaps not so much the woodland village. The mining operation and the industrial area is probably the most important, to be honest with you, so we'll probably concentrate on one of those 2 next episode. The trading post and the farmland are kind of there next after those 2, and the woodland village can wait for a bit. So yeah, guys, I want to know what you guys think of the time lapse. I thought it was quite interesting. I thought it'd be quite a nice thing to do to like introduce this episode, because it would have taken quite a while to like figure out how this would have worked, like just like at normal speed. I do think it's important for you guys to see what I'm doing on camera, but I wanted to speed it up a bit because it would have been a bit boring. Now our resources are looking perfect, guys. Alright, clothes are looking a bit bare though, so we can put some tailors around the market, so that should be okay. And now the town hall has been built, so... But before we look at it, we're just going to look at what this trader's got to offer, and nothing really. You can pay off, I don't really need what you're selling. Alright, let's go back to our town hall. Let's have a look what's going on. Production. Food is looking grand, I think. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, food's looking grand. That should be okay. Now... yeah, loads of stuff. Graphs. If we take this down to... we've been here for 19 years, so we'll go 25 years is rounded thingy. So population's still going up. Citizens, it's looking good. Education citizens, we had a spike to start with, and then it's just gone to crap. So we should really start trying to educate our citizens. But clothed, happiness, and healthy citizens are... it's all high, so it's perfect. Food is still going up, that's perfect. Logs, it's fluctuating a bit, but it's going down a bit, so we can probably do with clearing out this area of resources. We get logs and we get a clear area to see what we're doing with our city centre, or village centre. I keep calling it a village. I mean a city. It's not quite a city yet. Now stone, it's going down a bit. Iron's going down a bit. We should get some from this area though. Firewood's still going up. Coal, I think that means fuel. I think that means furnace fuel. I think it means furnace fuel, guys. I'm confused myself now. Yeah, it must be furnace fuel. Now, tools fluctuating, that's perfect. Herbs going up, it's fine. Clothing, it's low at the minute, but it's spiking, so people won't run out. But we can still put a tailor down here. And alcohol, we've not started producing yet. but we will do because we've got our new brewery area up here, so we'll definitely focus on that in one of the episodes. Now look at our professions lists. We've got a lot of people there. I think we should start getting some people on these farms. Or brewery actually. Or orchards. Orchards maybe. In fact, tailor. That's what we're going to do. Before we start, we're just going to put a tailor down. Tailor down right there next to the house in the market. That should be okay. Like so. That'll be okay. Be a nice place to put it. I've got 2 people in there. That's fine. So we've got 2 farmers in there, but they must be working on these orchards, so we'll leave them to it. And you know what? We're going to let this chapel build, I think. We've got enough people in here now. We've got 74 people. That should be okay. But now what we need to do is definitely pick up some more stone and iron. So because we're running low. So here and here, it's going to keep going down if we don't start collecting it again. Yeah, the wood is going to start getting built because we cut it all down, but it'll be definitely grown back by the time it's next time to go down, so we won't run out of logs, really. So if we remove some of this woodland here, we will get some logs. Actually, we can definitely put a mine on this hill as well. I think I mentioned that in one of the first... I think it was in the first episode, actually. We mentioned an industrial area down there, or mine area. Maybe I definitely want to put the mines on the south side of this hill here, because the city centre is going to be on the north side, so we want to like split it a bit. We don't want them joining together, so we're going to leave that area free for expansion. Just going to slow it down a bit because the frame rate's suffering a bit. On times 1 the frame rate is fine. On times 10 it like drops a bit because shadow movement and the speed at which people are moving. But we're just going to increase it just so we can speed it up a bit. No, slow it down. I need to make mine up. And while we're waiting for those people to build, we're just going to assign some people to these orchards. So we need 1 person on there. We'll build some figs. Put some figs on there. I don't know why I keep saying build. It's kind of my word in a minute. But we're going to put some figs on there. Peach on there. Yeah, we only need 1 person working on these. It's not for food, it's for aesthetics. So kind of don't need as many people working on them. But we're just going to put 2 on peach, 2 on fig. So they'll start to grow and make like a transition between our centralised village into the actual proper rural farmland. In fact, we can probably start... No, because we've only got 2 people. Labouring. We're running out of people. It's not good, guys. Guysings. But yeah, I'm going to let all this play off camera so we can establish everything. I'll probably, in the next episode, see that most of this stuff's already been built. So all these houses will have been built, market should have been built, tailor have been built. Everything will be set up. A lot of people will be assigned in this farmland area here, I hope. Just make it like a nice area. But I think, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. It's been another long episode. But that's what I want to talk about, guys. I want to see if you guys prefer the shorter episodes, or you want longer episodes like I've been doing, so like the 30, 40 mark. I'm fine either way with the shorter or longer videos, but I prefer the longer videos because you can get more relevant things done in a longer episode, because you can, like, I could build a whole farm area that would take me half an hour, but I'd have to rush it if it was in a short area. But this farmland area here, it took me before time-lapse about 20 minutes to build, to design and build and make my mind up of what I was doing. But if I stop doing a time-lapse at the start of each episode now, so 2, 3, 4 minutes, then I'll explain the time-lapse for another 5-10 minutes, and then we can just tinker with what we've done in the time-lapse. I think that'll be like a really good way to kind of structure our episodes. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. So if you guys enjoy them, that's perfect. If you guys don't and you want me to do something else, then you could please tell me. But anyway, guys, my name has been Force Venom. I hope you have really enjoyed this episode. If you have, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And I will see you all in the next episode.